Hello and welcome. Today, we are diving into a really cool idea, the thought that your entire world can actually be reshaped by a single thought. I know, it sounds almost too simple, but its power is just profound. So, let's get right into it. I mean, really think about it for a second. Have you ever had a fantastic day that was completely thrown off course by just one negative thought? Of course you have. Or, on the flip side, have you ever felt your whole mood lift because of one tiny moment of gratitude? It's something we've all felt, and it really makes you wonder, how much of this is actually in our control? So, that brings us to our first big idea here, a thought that shapes worlds. We're going to unpack how we can intentionally use this power as, a deliberate practice. And our guide for this whole journey is, well, it's a pretty unique source. And here it is. This is the source we're going to be exploring. It's called an awareness card. And yeah, it might look simple at first glance, but trust me, every single element on this thing, from the words to the little icons, is designed for one purpose: to teach us how to shape our own reality. Okay, so what's the core philosophy behind this awareness card? What's the big idea it's trying to get across? Well, it all really boils down to one single powerful sentence. You realize that your world is created by your thoughts. Let's just let that sink in for a moment. This is so much more than just think positive. It's a statement about our role as creators. It's suggesting that the reality we experience is pretty much a direct mirror of what's going on inside our heads. And that's the crucial takeaway, right? The card is telling us that our attention, it's a tool for creation. Whatever you direct your focus towards is what you're actively building your world with, day in and day out. It's a simple concept, but when you really grasp it, it is an absolute game changer. And what I think is so cool is how the card visualizes this for us. Just look at the icons it uses for the kinds of thoughts we want to have. There's a heart, right, for love and connection, a sun for positivity, and a chart that's trending upward for growth. These are not just cute little drawings. They're like a recipe, showing us the building blocks for a better reality. So this brings us to a really important part, a simple daily practice. Because look, this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? Well, the card doesn't just leave us with philosophy. It gives us clear, actionable instructions for building a daily habit. It breaks it all down into a super simple 3-step process. Step 1 is just awareness. You just notice what you're thinking about. No judgment, just notice. Step 2 is choice. You consciously choose where you want to put your focus. And then step 3 is action. The card literally tells us to pay attention to positive people, events, and things. It's a direct command to go out and actively look for the good. And that leads us to my favorite part of this whole thing, your joyful account. This is where the card introduces this really beautiful metaphor. It reframes this entire practice not as a chore, but as an act of building wealth, a totally different and maybe more important kind of wealth. If you look down at the bottom of the card, you see this kind of curious detail. A little sun icon right next to the number 1400. What is that? A score? A price? It looks just like a financial transaction, like a deposit into what the card calls a rich and joyful account. So this is the rich and joyful account. I want you to think of it like a mental bank, but instead of depositing money, you're depositing positive focus, moments of gratitude, joyful experiences. The goal isn't to build financial wealth. It's to build something that lasts a whole lot longer. And this slide just lays out the difference perfectly. You've got your financial account where you deposit money and the result is financial wealth. Makes sense. But then you have this joyful account where you deposit positive focus, and the result is lasting well-being. It's such a powerful way to think about investing in your own happiness, isn't it? And that brings us to our final section, today's deposit. We've gone through the philosophy, we've gone through the practice. Now it's time to make this personal, because this card isn't just a neat idea to think about. It's a call to action for you, right now, today. So everything we've talked about really boils down to this one question for you. What positive moment will you deposit into your joyful account today? It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's a kind word someone said to you, a small win at work, or just the feeling of the sun on your skin. What is one positive thing you can choose to focus on right now? Because as this card suggests, the power to create your world, it's entirely in your hands.